Hey guys, welcome back to ADHD Answers for another Monday episode. We are here every Monday at noon to talk about ADHD or a topic on ADHD, have a discussion on it, and of course to answer any and all questions that you may have as they come up about the topic or anything at all, really. And today we have a question from a parent, and her question was about medications and supplements. So I thought that might be a really good topic just for our entire little episode here. And then, of course, if you guys have questions before, during, or after, just comment and we'll get them answered. So thoughts on medications. I'm not really sure exactly what you're looking for in terms of if I have recommendations, if I know what works or what doesn't work, or how I feel about different medications or what I would recommend. Not really sure what you're looking for. However, I can talk. Well, first and foremost, let me say I'm not a doctor. I don't have my MD. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or anything else. I'm a counselor and a therapist. So I can only speak to what I'm hearing from other professionals that can kind of give advice. And one of the biggest things that I always tell parents is medications are effective in like 80% of all ADHDers, which is really good. Those are really good numbers to be on your side. So if you can't find something that works for your child, there's only like a 20% chance that he's going to be a non-responder to everything, to every medication that's out there. He just is not going to take. So those are some pretty good odds. So what I always say in regards to medication is keep trying. Stay on a medication for 2 weeks to a month. See what works, see what doesn't work, and have a good conversation with your hopefully psychiatrist. I do understand that it's hard to have recurring or updated appointments with a psychiatrist because they're so busy, especially a child psychiatrist because there's only like 3 or 4 in Roanoke. But have a really good conversation with them about switching medications, increasing dosage, playing around with the dosage, timing, and things like that. I will say if you are seeing a PCP for your medication, I would do my research before going in and talking to them about it. The vast majority of practitioners and pediatricians, that's what they're called. They are not going to be super specialized in every ADHD medication, especially those that are coming out in the new research. They have too much going on to dive into all that stuff. So it's very likely that if you read a few good books, a few good articles, and do your research, that you will know more than them about these medications. And you can have a very, very constructive conversation of, this is what the literature is saying, this is what I want to do. And hopefully they're receptive to that. And if they're not, you need to find a new doctor. So play around, experiment with different medications, and don't be, if one thing doesn't work, don't just say, all right, I'm not going to do anything else. Medications can be a lifesaver and a godsend for some of us in our ADHD tribe. Personally, in full transparency, I don't take any medication. I came off my medication my junior year of high school. I was on Adderall XR for maybe 2 years in high school. And then I just came off of it. I personally think I was on too high of a dose, but that's neither here nor there. One of the other things that I'm hearing a lot, especially from Dr. Ned Hollowell, who is a doctor, and he is the ADHD guy. What he's saying is that it's a myth, and that it's a misnomer that we build up tolerances to our ADHD medication, which kind of circles back to my point about me being on too much. My pediatrician growing up increased my dosage every year. And something that I hear a lot still is that doctors are doing that, or okay, you've built this tolerance, so we need to increase it. What he is saying is that it's not true, that we don't build up tolerances to things like that. Now, whether that's true or not, whether or not he has the research to back it up, I'm not sure. That is just what this one expert is saying to us, is that probably not increasing tolerance to these medications. So what else do I want to say about medications? So I don't take any medications. Now, the second question was about supplementation and what my thoughts were about supplementation. And I'm a very big proponent of supplementation. There are some things that I would recommend to my clients, and there's a lot of things that I take. Let's see, what do I take? I take 3 or 4 supplements every day, and there is one in particular that's very strong that I stopped taking because it was too strong for me. However, as I start studying for my my licensing exam, I will start taking it again to really kind of dial in my focus. But I'm a big proponent of supplementation. What I will say is the supplement industry is not at all regulated by anyone. So you could be getting, absolutely nothing, just, baking soda in a capsule. So what I will say is you need to be looking for companies that are open sourced, which means that all of their ingredients, all of their methods, all of where they are sourcing their ingredients are all available for anyone to see at any time. And there's only a handful of supplement companies that do that. The other thing that you want to look for is to see if these medications have gone through, that these supplements have gone through any kind of clinical trials. There are a few supplements that I take that these supplement companies have seen a lot of good progress with and good reception from the public from. And so they have made enough money off of this stuff to hire third-party researchers to document and run studies and tests, clinical trials on their medications. And so if those are shown and those are third-party, those aren't paid for by that company or paid for by one of their suppliers, then that's a good indicator that you have a good quality product. The 2 companies that I would recommend, the 2 companies of supplements that I take are Onnit. I take one of their supplements, and my wife for a while took another supplement of theirs. Onnit is Onnit. Onnit is not just a supplement company. It is sort of a fitness human performance company. So they market they lean heavily towards the mixed martial arts community. So they sell a lot of fitness products and a lot of supplementation, a lot of food supplements and things like that. And so I get one of my supplements from them, and I would recommend that for our adults. A lot of the supplements, they have been tested or given to kids under the age of 18. And it's something that I'm going to look into more and seeing if I can't get a hold of these supplement companies before I kind of tell you guys what to take, or make any kind of recommendations, is to reach out to these companies and say, hey, what has been your reception for these supplements for kids? Now, these supplements, what I'm recommending, they don't include anything artificial. So our stimulant medications, everything that's in them is man-made. It's all stuff that we've engineered. And these supplements, from what I'm recommending, are all extracts from things that we can grow on our own. So that's kind of, take that with what you will. The other company that I will say is 100% open sourced, and a company that I'm using products of for the last 2 years is called Natural Stacks. And I use the bulk of my supplements, or I get the bulk of my supplements from that particular company. And I have had no issues with it at all. is one of the companies that I want to reach out to and talk to see if we can get any kind of information on these supplements as they interact with children. So I'm going to do that hopefully soon. One of them specifically says do not give to anyone under the age of 18. However, as I take these medications, and I specifically take these medications because of my ADHD, and I probably should have said that up top, I have selected these particular supplements because they target issues that we as ADHDers have. So I think a lot of these would be really, really helpful for our ADHD tribe. There's just more digging in that I want to do before I kind of recommend anything to you guys. And that's like on my list of things to do this month, definitely this year. And I would, if all goes well, I would love to start carrying these products so that we can get them to our communities, and at the very least, get some samples for you guys to try as well. So if anyone has any questions, go ahead and shoot them out now. Of course, if you are watching this later and have questions, comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I don't think there's a whole lot of else that I want to say on medications and supplements. Of course, if you have particular questions about other stuff or other supplements, let me know. What I will say, one of the things that Dr. Ned Hollowell, again, the ADHD guy, what he recommends is a fish oil. I have taken fish oil, and it has definitely helped with my working out, my inflammation. He attributes fish oil helping heavily with his ADHD symptoms. I have not experienced that at all. The one thing that I can say that if you want to go that route is make sure you're getting quality fish oil from a quality source, kind of like what I said before. So if you're going to your local, if you're going to like Kroger or Walmart and getting your fish oil, that's probably not going to be great at all. If the quality is not going to be there, so you're going to be throwing away a lot of money for nothing. I will say with supplements, here's what I'll say about krill oil specifically and fish oil specifically, you're going to get what you pay for. For a long time, and I've kind of taken it out of my diet and I want to reintroduce it, is a fish oil or krill oil. It's expensive, but I feel better when I am taking it. So what I will say about that is I would steer away from the fish oil and I would look into getting a krill oil. And the main reason for krill oil is because krill oil handles temperature swings a lot better. So these oils are cold pressed, and then so they're in a cold environment. They are harvested and found and farmed in cold water, cold pressed, and then they're stored. We don't know how they're stored. I would be willing to bet most of these places are not storing them in a refrigerator. And then they're shipped to all of these locations. I would be willing to bet they're not shipped cold. And then they're either put on shelves or put in a refrigerator. So all these temperature changes affect the oil. So what we know about krill oil is that it handles those temperature swings a lot better than fish oil, and it doesn't break down. So by the time that you ingest and have the krill oil, it's still 100% the original krill oil, the original product that the company intended it to be. And fish oil tends to break down in temperature swings. And if it does go through a lot of temperature swings, the fish oil in particular, it can actually be poisonous to us. It can be really bad for us. So be on the lookout for that. If anyone has any questions, feel free to comment below. If not, that's all I got from you guys. We do this every Monday at noon. So if you have questions or you want me to speak on a topic, comment below or shoot me a message or an email and say, hey, can you talk about this more? I'd love to know your thoughts on X, Y, and Z. And I'd be happy to cover that for you. Just some quick announcements. And this may be something for you guys to think about. I am putting together some workshops and seminars for the Roanoke community. So if there's anything that you want to know about in particular, and get resources from experts, or get resources or ideas or thoughts from people that are more expert in areas than I am, let me know. And I'm going to pull them in for workshops, hour and a half workshops for you guys to attend for free, and hear all about what they have to say and kind of get some more or gain some more understanding of ADHD or resources for you guys. So if you have ideas or you want to hear something in particular, shoot me an email, comment below, and I will try to find and organize those. All right, guys, that is it from me, and I will see you guys again next Monday at noon.